Give the call to the Honourable the Deputy Leader of the Opposition.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker. My question goes to the Treasurer. Under Labor, there has been 12 interest rate increases. Inflation remains too high. A 5% productivity collapse, a household recession, and the fastest fall in living standards on record. Yet the Treasurer has boasted about the unemployment rate. What does the Treasurer tell the Australian people now that the unemployment rate has spiked to its highest level in almost 3 years?
Give the call to the Treasurer.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I say to the Australian people that unemployment is averaged lower than any other government in the last 50 years, Mr Speaker. That's what I say to the Australian people. If you compare every single government of the last half-century, Mr Speaker, the government led by this guy has overseen the lowest average unemployment of any of those governments for half a century, Mr Speaker. This is precisely why the people in front of the member for Fairfax are more excited about his promotion than the people behind him, Mr Speaker, because he bowls up these absolute dollies, Mr Speaker. He's doing his best to make the former Shadow Treasurer look good. Now, Mr Speaker, I'm asked about the progress that Australians have made in our economy, and I invite the Shadow Treasurer, I invite the House to cast their mind back to the day that we were elected in 2022. Interest rates were already going up. He forgot to mention that, Mr Speaker. Inflation was much higher and galloping. It had a 6 in front of it. It now has a 2 in front of it. We saw a substantial fall in living standards in the last quarter of those opposite, Mr Speaker. Real wages had been going down, not by accident, but as a deliberate design feature of their economic policy, Mr Speaker. Now, we don't pretend that every challenge in our economy has been solved, but we do acknowledge that Australians together have made substantial and now sustained progress in our economy. Inflation has a 2 in front of it now. It had a 6 in front of it under those opposite. Real wages have been growing for 18 consecutive months under this government. Again, not by accident, but a deliberate design feature of our economic policy. Mr Speaker, living standards have turned around and are starting to grow again, recovering some of the losses that they made under those opposite, Mr Speaker. When we came to office, there were only deficits in the budget. We turned 2 of them into surpluses. When we came to office, there was $1 trillion in Liberal Party debt.
The Treasurer is just going to pause. I'm sorry to interrupt the Treasurer. Yes, the call.
Mr Speaker, and because of the progress we've made on the budget, not pretending that the work is done, well, we have made progress, a couple of surpluses, a much smaller deficit this year, less debt than what we inherited for this year, saving on interest costs, all of the other progress that Australians have made together. And what that's meant is that we've been able to find room to help people with the cost of living, make their medicines cheaper, to cut their taxes 3 times, all of the other ways that we're helping Australians with the cost of living, Mr Speaker. Now, the Shadow Treasurer was asked on the 14th of July on 2GB what the main feedback was from the election, and he said he's been getting lots of feedback, and he said his feedback was that people liked their policies. Mr Speaker, well, that's news to me. Their policy was for higher taxes and bigger deficits. We've taken a different approach, and we're making progress.